146 MPs suspended during the winter session of Parliament, raising questions over a complete breakdown of Parliament and raising even bigger questions over the future of parliamentary democracy. Joining us today is a voice from the opposition, a prominent voice, the Chief Whip of the Congress Party in the Rajya Sabha and its senior MP, Jairam Ramesh. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Ramesh.
And a suspended MP.
And a suspended MP. You seem to be almost wearing your suspension as a badge of honor, Mr. Ramesh.
What do you do? And, it's absolutely bizarre spectacle that we have had after what happened on the afternoon of December 13th. The opposition made a perfectly legitimate demand in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, have a statement from the Home Minister. There's a BJP MP from Mysuru who facilitated the entry of the two intruders, have a statement on that. But the arrogance and the sheer, ego of the government, of the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, has prevented any statement from being made, any voice of the opposition being raised, and 146 MPs have been just thrown out of Parliament.
Now, you're using the word arrogance. When I spoke to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Pralhad Joshi, he used the word desperation, saying that the opposition has got desperate, particularly after the recent assembly elections defeat, and was looking to disrupt Parliament.
Absolutely.
He claims the opposition was spoiling for a fight inside Parliament.
Rajdeep, can you imagine Parliament security being breached? This so-called technological marvel of a building that has been built, the new parliamentary building that was inaugurated a few months ago. Two youngsters come, they breach the security in such a brazen manner. The canisters were thrown. I mean, look at what happened. Please see what happened on December 13th. If we were in power, if the Congress was in power on December, and the December 13th type episode had taken place, do you think the BJP would not have demanded a statement from the Home Minister? That's the very least that can be done.
The government is saying this happened in the precincts of Parliament.
Agreed.
It is therefore under the control of the Lok Sabha Speaker, who has assured a full investigation. At the end of the investigation, the Home Minister will speak and give you all details.
The investigation will take place. Investigation has to take place. They're not doing us a favor. But this is fairly and squarely a security breach. What about the role of the BJP MP from Mysuru who facilitated the entry? The Speaker is not to give a statement on that. It's the BJP that is to give a statement on that. Until yesterday, it's taken almost a week for that BJP MP to be interrogated by the investigative agencies. So, it's a very serious security breach. These two, not just two, but the entire group has been charged under UAPA, under anti-terror law, and the first instinct of the government on the 13th was, kuch nahi hua hai, chalne do, behes chalne do, debate chalne do. This is what happened in the Lok Sabha, this is what happened in the Rajya Sabha.
The Parliamentary Affairs Minister made a few serious charges. His claim is that the opposition had agreed in a meeting in the chairman's chamber in which all leaders were present, possibly including yourself as Chief Whip, where you are agreed you will not bring placards into Parliament, you will not enter the well of the House.
Now, I was suspended for I didn't have a placard.
The claim is that this happened after the 13 MPs were initially suspended. There was a meeting that took place. There was an agreement, according to him. Post that agreement, the opposition violated it under instructions of Rahul Gandhi.
No, absolutely not. They see Rahul Gandhi in every action of the Congress and of the opposition. That's simply not true. These are floor leaders who met. We wanted a discussion. We wanted a debate after a statement from the Home Minister. The leader of the opposition, in the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Kharge, who coordinates the floor strategy in both houses, he gave a notice to the chairman. He was not allowed to speak. He could not even raise his demand. Our MPs in the Lok Sabha were not allowed to speak. They were not allowed to raise their demand. A leader of our house in the Lok Sabha gets suspended. Can you imagine?
Was there an agreement reached that no placards will be taken into
I have
Parliament?
no knowledge of such an agreement. This, this is a Goebbelsian approach. You keep repeating a lie in the hope that it gets established as a truth. Is the hallmark of the Modi government. Where is that agreement?
But do you agree that if you take placards into Parliament, if you continue to shout slogans, go into the well of the House, what is the Speaker or the Chairperson supposed to do?
Who said that disruption is a legitimate instrument of parliamentary strategy for the opposition. It is Mr. Arun Jaitley who said this. This is what Srimati Sushma Swaraj has said this. So what is good for you when you are in the opposition suddenly becomes disruption when you are part of the treasury benches. I mean, look, let us not minimize what happened on December 13th. It's an extraordinary breach of security. You have charged the youth under the anti-terror laws, and the Home Minister of India, who prides on his being the protector of the country, couldn't protect Parliament. His own MP facilitates the entry of intruders. He doesn't deem it fit to come and make a short statement, even a one-page statement. I mean, it's bizarre. It's just ego. It's just absolute ego. And let me also say this, that they knew that by suspending MPs on a large scale from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, they can get all these controversial bills passed in Parliament, in both the houses.
You're seemingly linking the suspension to the passage of the bill.
No doubt, because we knew what the agenda was. We knew that they were coming up with these three bills, and we knew there was opposition, there was dissent in the standing committee. We knew that there was going to be, these bills were going to be challenged in both houses of Parliament. So it's convenient.
All the more reason for you not to disrupt Parliament, but instead focus that these are major bills, we want to debate them, we are going to stay in the House. I mean, there are ways in which you can put the government on the map.
The first item of business was that Parliament's security has been breached on December 13th. It's been not an ordinary breach, it's a breach that has necessitated charges under UAPA to be filed against these people who breached the security, and the Home Minister is going to keep the Home Minister.
You're seeing a 30-second statement from the Home Minister. 30 seconds.
Even 1 minute. Let him come.
1 minute would have been enough for you.
Let him come and make a statement. Let him come and say something. What happened? Let him just come and say. What happened? Let him come and say that the BJP MP from Mysuru, why did he facilitate the intruder? We were not asking him for a 5-minute statement. We were not asking him for a 10-minute statement. But we were asking for a statement from the Home Minister.